telling you, if you use Waze or any of these GPS systems to get you from point A to point B in your car, be careful. There was a Chinese food delivery guy here in New York City. He was using Waze navigation app on his bicycle. And for some reason, it led him right into the Lincoln Tunnel. And I don't know if you're familiar with, New York City and Manhattan, but, the tunnels, you're not supposed to ride your bicycle in the tunnel.
Nope.
You don't want to. It's something you don't do. He rode his bicycle down into the tunnel, and I think they arrested him, didn't they? They were like,
yeah.
It wasn't good. And by the way, his name is Bruce Lee.
No, okay, not the same Bruce Lee.
No. Thanks for asking, though, in case there's confusion. He said, look, they pulled him out. And he said, what are you doing? He said, no, my nav system told me to go into the Lincoln Tunnel. And what episode of The Office was it where he was following his nav system in his car?
So,
Scott.
Michael Scott went right into a lake because he said make a left. He went to the lake.
Has your nav system ever steered you wrong?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It told me to go
Samantha?
down a one-way street once.
Yep.
I went into it, and then I did that quick loopsy where you could have ruined everyone's day. But
So maybe it was not one way at one time, and they made it one way?
That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like mine never knows where I am when I'm driving around New York City, and I think it's because the big buildings kind of block the signal sometimes.
Could be.
It doesn't know what street I'm on. It doesn't know where I should turn left. I'm like, really? This is ridiculous.
We were driving through Philly, trying to get to a friend's house. I know Philly really well, but it's a part of town I haven't been in. So let's use nav. We ended up in this alleyway, and I felt like I was about to be in the middle of a gang war.
Oh gosh.
They were going to come out, the Jets and the Sharks. What's that song from that?
When you're a jet, you're a jet all the way.
From your first cigarette to your last.
Exactly.
I love it. The guys know that.
Rita Moreno to come out.
That's it.
Anyway, so I'm stuck in the middle of this alley because my whatever nav took me there, and there's no way to get out. There's no way to get out, and I'm like,
trapped.
These sons of bitches. What are they doing? So you got to be careful. So I want to hear, what weird place did your nav system send you? Call me now. What's that, Scary?
I was driving somewhere in the suburb, and my Waze led me onto a dirt road, and the road became unfinished, and it wanted me to go straight. I'm like, this isn't even a road.
Danger sign. Danger. The bridge is out. No, keep driving. It said keep on going. What's up?
But this scares me because
What?
people are so reliant on their GPS systems. They're sitting in the car when you need to go in the left lane, and you'll be sitting there, and the GPS is saying, "Okay, keep going straight." Okay, you're listening to a computer.
I wait for the computer, for the GPS to say, dumbass, you made a mistake.
They will
Turn
one day.
around.
Hopefully they will one day.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
Oh, there she is. I'm sorry. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Obviously, my GPS told me to take the wrong direction, and you weren't there. But anyway, so you were following your GPS. Where was your GPS directing you?
So I was delivering a parts for my job, and I was going over a bridge, and it told me to take a left over the bridge.
Like in the middle of the bridge?
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Well, I took a left on the road after, and it told me to take a U-turn and go back on the bridge to take a right.
Oh my gosh!
And you know how it is, Sarah. When your GPS says, "When possible, please make a U-turn."
Yeah, an illegal U-turn.
I know, but what she's telling you is, "You're a dumbass. You didn't hear what I told you to do."
That's it.
Right. Make a U-turn.
Right?
Make a U-turn and drive off the bridge.
Exactly. And I was having the worst day ever, and then they told me to turn off the bridge.
Well, you think your day was bad then?
Oh,
How bad would it have been
man.
had you driven up a bridge?
Oh yeah.
But Nate's right. If you think about it, we're not listening to a human being. We're listening to a computer.
Right.
Just like burping out directions. They don't know where we are.
But you think they know? I mean, we all rely on it. Isn't it programmed to know everything?
It's supposed to. I don't know. Sarah, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Hello, Nina. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi there. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. So you're driving around with your nav is telling you where to go in Vermont, mounting your own business, and what happened?
Vermont, we have a lot of back roads, a lot of dirt roads. So I'm driving along, going to a friend's house, and it leads me onto what we call a Class 4 road, which is only for ATVs,
dirt bikes, snowmobiles in the winter.
Right.
I'm all of a sudden, I mean, it went right from a regular dirt road to a class 4 road. I'm in 2 feet of mud. The whole bottom of my car is scraping. I have
man.
Can't turn around because it's as wide as an ATV and there's woods on both sides of you.
And you thought you could trust him. Is it a guy voice or a woman's voice?
I have a male from the UK.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a woman in there with an American accent.
I like the male UK. I have that.
I'm finally able to back away. I back all the way down, and I'm so far out into the woods here in Vermont that it will not reroute me. So I have to stop some random guys.
He doesn't know where you are.
Goodness.
I don't know where you are.
I hear the guitar from Deliverance play.
I know. No, you don't want to. Yeah, whatever you do, don't get out of the car. I love when your nav system sends you into quicksand. All right. Well, thank you. But I wouldn't be surprised, Nina, if eventually the GPS says, "I'm sorry, I don't know where you are."
Yeah, it really should. I can't. At this point, I can't even help you.
We can't find you. We're sorry. Hello, Anthony.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. What happened with your nav?
So I was on the Atlantic City boardwalk, just walking down the middle of the summer, and I heard a car horn beep. And somebody pulled up the access. Yeah, somebody pulled up the access ramp and started driving down the boardwalk because his nav.
That's what their nav said?
The nav said drive on the boardwalk.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Oh, it's a beautiful day on the Atlantic City boardwalk. Oh God! Oh my God! We got a traffic jam up here on the boardwalk. Oh, good Lord! Hell's going on. Oh my God, someone just ran into the tilt-a-whirl. Good God. I love sound effects.
Oh my God.
Thanks for giving us that opportunity.
The police went crazy. They pulled them out, and the guys were pointing at their GPS. It told us to come up here.
So
I mean, to get out of it by saying it was the GPS.
Can you blame you can't really blame GPS for that.
Do you think the police believe you at that point? Or just think, really? Come on.
They were pretty angry. So.
Yeah.
Well, here we are on the boardwalk, the Garden State Parkway. There's an easy pass getting in the men's room. It's so stupid. Oh, well, all right. Thank you very much for listening to us. And that's funny. I would love to have seen that. What's that, Scary? My GPS was supposed to take me to Red Robin. I ended up in a subdivision of someone's driveway 30 miles from the closest Red Robin. Wow. I live in Vermont. We recently had a news story where someone actually drove into the lake because they followed their navigation.
Oh
you really should keep your eyes on the road.
I drove the wrong way through Central Park, but that wasn't because of my navigation. That was because of my own stupidity.
Yeah, there you go. Your lack of navigation.
Exactly.
Hi, Barbara.
Hey.
Where did your GPS send you?
My GPS, I was on my way to the Killers concert, so this is very recent.
All right.
And my GPS took me to this new tunnel that they built here in Miami that goes to the port of Miami, which goes underwater. And it was really late at night, and it was probably the scariest experience of my life.
Why? What happened?
There were no other cars on the road.
Right.
I pretty much envisioned like a scene out of a movie where the bolts come popping out of the side of the.
Well, I don't understand. What happened in the tunnel?
Yeah.
Well, in the tunnel, it was telling me to take a U-turn, and it was really only 2 lanes, so that wasn't really an option, and I had no idea what was waiting for me on the other side, and then I ended up having to reverse part of the way through the tunnel. It was a mess. And I was praying to God that a cop wasn't going to find me.
I don't know. That's what they do. I mean, I feel like this show is following GPS, and we just ran off into the water. It happened. Hold on one second. It's true. What's that? What's that, Brody? I don't know. What'd you say?
Your nav told you to take that call.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I see. Look, it's in the middle of the night. You're in a tunnel, and there's water everywhere. You're like,
yeah. I have pulled over to the side of the road because I couldn't get a signal and honestly cried for 15 minutes because I didn't know how to get home because my GPS wouldn't go on. It's terrible because you really do rely on the damn thing.
Oh, yeah, you depend on it, yeah.
Edgar was in Puerto Rico following your GPS, and what did it tell you to do, Edgar?
Hello, lady.
Yeah, what did it tell you to do?
So we were going to the National Rainforest in Yunque, and it told me to make a left turn, and it legit told me to, like, go over the cliff.
Over the cliff. Just drive
over
So
the cliff.
did you do it?
Oh, no. I'm still here, thank God.
Okay, thank goodness.
All right. Thank you for not doing
Oh my
doing that.
gosh.
Wow.
Oh man.
So in closing, in closing, it's supposed to be an aid to help you get where you want to go. Sometimes it thinks it knows, it doesn't.
But that's not good because when you don't know where the hell you're going, you need to rely on it.
Right. It's okay when you're in the place where you live.
Right.
And you're just turning it on maybe to get around traffic, whatever. But when you go to a city where you know nothing about, that's your whole way of getting around.
I really wish we could get navigation on the show. It could drive us around bad moments.
Like what?
I don't know. Just saying.